Good morning, people of grace. It's Wednesday, time for our Wednesday break. Thank you for bringing me into your home once again. If you're joining Pastor Daniel on Tuesdays and Pastor Mark on Thursdays, you are being well fed with spiritual food. It is good to be in ministry with such great colleagues. Today I have the joy of sharing with you some breathtaking photos that were taken of our Grace Church campus. It really is beautiful, and this time of year it really shines. There's an explosion of color happening right now in the Lacey Memorial Garden. Lynn Lightson popped into her office the other day and just couldn't not share these beautiful photos with us, and so I will pass them along to you. Ginny Lacey sponsored the development of this beautiful space as a memorial to her husband and for all the saints who have gone before us here at Grace. There are many treasured members whose memories are honored here and who are watched over by this beautiful angel always on duty. You might send a note to Ginny to thank her for creating this space for all of Grace to enjoy. It truly is a jewel in our midst. The grounds of Grace are one of its greatest assets, and one that we as the church have the privilege of stewarding. Last week's sermon was to remind us that the building is not the church, but the building and the facilities and the grounds certainly do serve as a witness and a representation of the people that we are, the church that we are. And beyond the garden, the grounds are coming alive. Betty Long is our gardening coordinator. She represents the trustees in that, and she and a crew of dedicated gardeners are hard at work tidying up the beds, making sure that anyone who travels past Grace Church can see the effort of love and care that we all have for this place. Here's a short clip from Betty, who would covet your help in maintaining these grounds.
This is an example of an area that needs a gardener to take care of it. It is already planted, some of it newly planted this year. It will be mulched along with the rest of the property in a few weeks. There are new plantings in several places, like along in here where the Amsonia and the sedum are. And it just is going to need to be kept.
You might send a note to Betty, thanking her and her team for their efforts, but even probably more importantly, you might offer to join a team to take on the stewarding of one of these beautiful beds. One of our members who lives close by was sharing in a group recently that she can see the steeple of our church from her backyard in the early spring before the trees blossom. And one evening just last week, as she was finishing some yard work, she heard the bells from our church steeple wafting over the river. It was exactly 5 o'clock, and they were playing the doxology, Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. And she poignantly pointed out that she likened the feeling to what Francis Scott Key must have experienced when he wrote the words from the Star-Spangled Banner. Came proof through the night that our flag was still there. For her, the bells and the view of the steeple were proof for her that even in the midst of difficult and uncertain times, the church is still there. We are playing the bells daily now at noon and at 5 p.m. The bells she heard were also a gift to Grace, donated by Steve Piper in honor of his father, Bob. In 2 weeks, Bob, our longest reigning Grace member, over 75 years, a devoted member of Grace, is having a birthday. So if you get a chance, send him a card or give him a call. Thank him for this legacy from he and his son, this reminder that through it all, the church, God's gift to us, is still here. A people who love God and their neighbors, a property that provides a place to witness to and to nurture that love. That's Grace Church, today and always. Have a beautiful day, people of Grace.